Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Madhur, a PhD researcher in health sciences, and today we are diving into certain foods that might be present in your kitchen, something that might be easily available in our Indian household, whether in cities or village areas. So this video is gonna be about all the things that we usually eat in a day, because you know what, it's tasty and very convenient, but these kind of food really harming your health. And here we are talking about ultra processed foods, something like instant noodle, ready to eat curries, flavored yogurts, biscuits, chips, and even packed atta. And we're gonna talk about new studies on ultra processed food by National Institute of Health in United States. So what do you think? Could these food be the hidden reason behind India's rising health issues like diabetes, obesity, and heart diseases? So let's find out. So let's start this video on a good note. Not all processed foods are bad, but here in this video we're going to talk about ultra processed foods. So according to the defined definitions, these kind of foods are highly processed, which contains different type of flavors, preservatives, coloring, and other artificial ingredient that you won't use normally in your kitchen. So these products are designed to look and taste great, but they are often low in fibers and protein. On the other hand, these kind of foods are high in sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats. And you know what is the worst part? These kind of foods are very addictive. Have you ever noticed once you started eating chips, after that a certain period of time you can't just stop yourself? So that's not a coincidence, it's all part of the game. So now let's talk about the study conducted by NIH, which raised serious concerns and red flags about ultra processed foods. So they conducted a randomized trial, which is considered a gold standard in scientific research. So here the researcher divided the people into two groups. One group of people were consuming ultra processed food, while the other group were consuming minimal processed food. And simultaneously the other group was also consuming whole food. Both the groups were consuming the same number of calories and the same amount of sugar and salt. But here's the shocking part: the group that were consuming ultra processed food, consuming around 500 more calories per day, gained significantly more weight and showed worse metabolic health. And that group developed higher insulin resistance as compared to the other group. So have a thought about it, why this happens? It is because the ultra processed food interferes with your hunger. So people usually eat faster, and after a certain time they just want more without even realizing it, like they are overeating. That is the main reason these ultra processed food are very harmful. Now you might be thinking, this study is based in US and does it apply to us? Sadly, yes. Even according to the Indian Council of Medical Research, urban Indian children and teenagers are now consuming 40 to 50% calories from these ultra processed foods. If you don't trust me, just walk into any Indian household kitchen. You're gonna easily find out the packet of chips, instant poha, frozen momos, flavored juices, or flavored milk. Even seemingly traditional items like namkeens, all these kind of foods are ultra processed foods. And because of this reason, we are already facing consequences like rising childhood obesity, rising case in diabetes, and heart attack is very common in India, especially people under 40 years. If we talk about India, we have acquired lot of talent, lot of recipes from our ancestor. They usually eat very healthy meal, and now what we are doing, we are just throwing it away just because these ultra processed food are tasty and very convenient to cook. So now it is very important to know what happens inside our body after eating ultra processed foods. So according to the science, the picture don't look good at all, and I'm not talking about weight gain, it's just a beginning. So the process starts with our gut health. So ultra processed foods are filled with preservatives and artificial flavoring, which directly impacts our gut health by affecting our good bacteria that are present in our stomach, which usually help us to digest food, boost our immunity, and even regulate our mood. So when we eat highly processed food, our gut microbes usually get disturbed, which can cause chronic inflammation, digestive issues, and even it increases the risk of developing mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. But this is just beginning. So ultra processed foods are designed to be soft and easily eatable, which means we can eat them very quickly and we can eat them in a large amount of quantity. Because as we know, these ultra processed food interferes with our hunger. So usually we end up consuming a lot of food, and over the period of time it causes metabolic problems. So our body gonna become less sensitive to insulin, which is the hormone that regulates our sugar level, and this condition is known as insulin resistance, which is the starting point of type 2 diabetes and other metabolic disorders. And it doesn't matter if you look slim outside. Here is something more concerning: the ultra processed food diet is directly linked with mental health disorders, especially in children. Researchers have found its association with anxiety, depression, and even ADHD. So it's not your body that suffers. So these foods may alter how you behave, how you think, and how you take decisions. So now coming to the big question, what can you do to protect yourself and your family from the harmful effect of ultra processed foods? So the good thing is you don't need to follow a strict diet and leave all the good things in your life. And it's not about perfection. It's all about small and consistent changes which makes a big difference over the period of time. So I'm gonna share 5 basic simple tricks which you can follow now. So first thing is, always check the label of what you're gonna eat. So for that, just flip the packet. So if it has a 10 to 20 long list of ingredients, especially if it includes names that you can't even understand, then it's a high chance that product is ultra processed. So stick to the product which has a basic ingredient list. Second step is go for the safer alternatives. So for example, instead of sugary cornflakes, go for eating oats or poha. Replace your flavored milk with a normal plain curd. Consume real fruits or a packet juice. These small changes will have a huge impact on your health. Third is, try to cook your own meal at home. So for that, you don't need to be a master chef. Even a simple home cooked meal is much healthier than the frozen food. Home cooked food has more nutrients than any ultra processed food. Fourth is, don't fall for the clever marketing. Just because some product market as multigrain, low fat or baked doesn't mean it's healthy. So these are marketing tricks. Many of these kind of snacks are filled with sugar, salt and preservatives. So always read beyond the front label. Last but not the least, always share information with your children. Teach them early what is healthy, what is not, and let them join you in the kitchen, because it's always fun in sharing knowledge and building a healthy lifestyle. So if you find this video informative, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep bringing you scientific information about public health issues. Once again, I'm Madhur. I'll see you next time. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Jai Hind.